Hello everybody, welcome to another very exciting episode of the Save Slot 3 Gamescast. I'm your host, EOF Gizmo, joined this week by Massive Das.
Hey everyone.
And Mr. CW Lanky.
Hi Dave.
Boys, another week's gone by. It's almost Easter, my week off has ended. Just lots of things happening. So we're going to talk about now on the podcast. So let's get to my favourite segment of the show, the Chris Pengi News Desk. Time for some news!
We've only got 3 items of news this week.
Les Backers d'Ozon.
First one, the PlayStation 5 has gone up in price again, people. So, in the United Kingdom,
Gotta say the Queen.
it's gone from £479.99 to £569.99. That's the standard PS5. Digital also has gone up. Also 90 quid. The Pro has gone up from 700 quid to 789. So yeah, 90 quid on that. And the Portal's even going up from 200 to 220 pound. And I have seen lots of people have started buying PlayStation Pros before this goes up on the 2nd. Now, and loads of people are still buying Pros anyway because of Resident Evil Requiem and Pissa 2.0, as Craig likes to call it. But yeah, they're going up because of global economic landscape.
Thanks, America. Before we get into the prices, Craig, did you see the video that Digital Foundry did and what they suggested the name for PlayStation frame generation should be?
No.
Shitter.
Oh god.
So it's pisser and shitter.
They're still not high on it then.
No.
I know when I watched their 3 months on with the Pro, they weren't. They weren't exactly going all in on it, but you tell that they weren't exactly blown away by it. Let's say. I'm guessing they're still not.
Yeah, I mean, again, we'll get into the price in a sec. I've only got one problem with the PS5 Pro, and that is its full name should be PS5 Pro Digital, and it really annoys me that it's not called PS5 Pro Digital. Because the one without the normal one without the thing is called digital. It's just confusing. That's my only problem with it. I'm sure it's a great console. So my thoughts, Pengi. So I'm gonna do this in the most genuinely non-fanboy way, right? In a straight up way. So this doesn't affect us in any way, right? We've got consoles. We're happy with our consoles. Is what it is. The world is what it is. It's crazy that 5 years after a console comes out, it's now more expensive. The cheapest time to jump in was on day one. That's crazy. For me, my worry is more I was thinking earlier, I think about when we started this podcast, right? We started this podcast in 2016, and it was because I bought a PS4, and that PS4 was £100 cheaper than when it came out. I bought it 2.5 years after it came out, right? So that's why I bought a PS4, because it was cheap enough. I was I had a minimum wage job, you finally buy a new console, don't you? And I just feel for a generation of people, that's just not the case. If I was 19 now and I'm looking at the landscape, there's no way I can afford that for just a base console. You know what I mean? You've been probably waiting, holding around. God, the PS4's still going. I'll still use that, and then but it will come down in price, Craig. The PS5 will come down in price, and then it doesn't, and you're oh. And I worry because that's quite a big section. That makes it worries me that gaming's going to be a bit more niche when we get into the next gen stuff, right? Because people like us will buy the consoles for £1,000. We can say all we want that it's too expensive, but if I said to Chris Pengi tomorrow, the PlayStation 6 is £1,000, but you can play Intergalactic on it with slightly better frame rate, Chris Pengi's buying it. You know what I mean? Mm-mm. So it's for us, it's not a problem. But yeah, I think for the wider industry, I think an entry-level console being what, 520, Pengi?
560. 520 for
the cheapest possible way in, right? It's that's so expensive. Yeah. So expensive. But yeah, Craigo, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, it's wild because the base is 560, 570.
Yeah.
Which does, just saying that out loud, does seem very expensive. It does also create this weird culture now of, instead of waiting, you're actually better off just buying things day one when it comes to gaming at the moment.
It's true.
Well, this
Which
is
is
why I
bizarre.
said about the Switch 2. Like, we all remember I was cancelling it. Then I was, everyone talked me into buying it, and I'm like, I've got my Switch 2. It's not really that good. There's nothing I really want to play with it. But I know if I go and sell it, Nintendo will go put it up by 100 quid or something in a few months' time when like Fire Emblem actually comes out. So I might as well keep it.
Yeah, it's a strange dynamic to be in where, like I said, you're better off just getting things in gaming like straight away now, and then anticipating that it will actually go up in price. I don't know what the wide scale ramifications of such things are, because these PlayStations are still selling like fucking no tomorrow, right?
Yeah, like I said, I think if Sony put out when they put out their Q1 results or what, I don't really know how it works. Obviously, new financial year starts in April, doesn't it? But if they do put out for January, I think it actually be quite good. And like I said, I've seen a lot of people buying pros, especially over around Resident Evil Requiem, because obviously that was the first thing that used PSSR 2.0, and then obviously with this price hike, there is rumors that why have they done the price hike so much this time instead of like 20-30 quid? They've like already like baked in like a further price hike or something. Like they're expecting like RAM and stuff to go up thing, but it gives them more leeway for like deals and stuff. So Black Friday or whatever, because the PS5 was it 380 last Black Friday?
I think I saw
like
them cheaper than that. Like I saw them for like 299 in like Costco.
Yeah, so I can see that sort of thing, or so they can do some more deals, because maybe this month RAM isn't as expensive as it was last month, so maybe they can do a deal with something.
Well, it's a lot of things at the moment, right? Because it's not just RAM, so it's like components are expensive, like RAM, SSDs, whatever, but also because of someone doing a certain thing in the Middle East, the cost of fuel to transport stuff's gone up by like 40% as well. So like that's like all the costs of like getting the parts, then flying the parts to somewhere to put them together, and then flying them to the final destination. Like every aspect of the line has gone up. And as you guys know from just general life, when something goes up, it rarely comes back down. Not ever a standard. Like you said, like will there be £100 off if you buy it with like GTA or something later in the year? Like there'll be a Wolverine bundle that's 50 quid cheaper. Yeah, probably, but that's still more expensive than the price initially, right? And I think that's more of the worry, I reckon. But yeah, sorry, Craig, I think I cut you off there.
I can see them doing a big it's 150 quid off, but it's like, well, that's actually the same as it was for everyone.
That's not a deal. That's like,
it's not a deal, but it seems like a deal.
Yeah.
There's also like, I'm right in saying that you're getting less than we got at launch as well, right? Because they have less memory now, don't they? Because that was part of their like hidden price hike they did before, right?
You get the same amount of memory we had, because it was 800 and then it went up to 1 terabyte, and now it's back to 800.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, so like I've got a 1 terabyte one, so like I'm like one of the few that have like lucked out, I guess.
Yeah.
But I mean for you, Craig, I mean I can't even remember what I charged you for your PS5, but it wasn't a lot. So you've got a small gold mine bargain there.
Yeah, exactly. Sell that, fucking double your money. Well, more probably.
I think for you, the biggest impact is that I don't think me and Pengi are going to be able to willy-nilly buy and sell as many consoles anymore. So you're going to have to.
Oh, you underestimate the craziness of you, Dave.
You're going to have to go out and buy your own next time. I think the PS6 is going to be like a GoFundMe for Craig to buy a PS6 at full price. But yeah, Penguil's PC is looking like a bargain at the moment. I'm just saying.
Yeah, because the RAM, I don't know how much the RAM's already gone up on that. Most probably, without the other parts and stuff like that.
It's wild to say that £1,700 is a bargain, but at this point it kind of is.
Yeah.
Oh, crazy. Let alone your PS5 Pro. If only you'd got the special edition one, Pengi.
But that was sold out in minutes.
There's so many of them in Dubai. Like I can't put into words how many. I'd walk into every tech shop in Dubai in October, and there was hundreds of the bastards. And I'm like, I can't even get on a plane now because it get blown up.
Yeah.
Sad times.
Sad times indeed. Well, that was PlayStation news. Then the next bit of news, we're going to hand over to Craig already, because Xbox had a partner showcase, Craigie.
They did. I can't imagine we want to just go through all of this, right? Because
No, some of it.
I don't think it is quite worth that. But if we want to go through a few personal highlights of each of us, why not, right? So there was a partner preview showcase earlier this month, and we had it was kind of that standard of show that we kind of expect from these partner showcases, right? They always tend to be. I think last week we were talking about the future game shows being a B tier. These are like normally a C or a D, right? And that's pretty much across the board, whether it's Nintendo, Xbox, or PlayStation. But for me, I did think they showed some cool stuff. I thought that Expanse game they showed, the Mass Effect-like sort of thing from the Owlcat team, looked really good.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen bits and pieces of that before, but I actually saw quite a bit of it flowing in action. It looked kind of a little bit more than just like the AA kind of thing that I thought we were going to get. Maybe, I don't know if it's quite full-blown. Going to be, Mass Effect scale and scope, but it looked pretty cool, and that is a very interesting and like good world as well. From the Expanse TV shows, so I think are based on books, but I don't think I've never read the books, but I have seen the shows, and the shows are great. So I thought that looked really cool, and that was also announced for Game Pass, which I don't think they had announced previously.
But it's not coming to spring 2027. Craig.
No, it is not. For me, another one, Stranger Than Heaven looked really cool. Again, that was another one that they like pre-announced was going to be there, right? They showed quite a bit. They showed that like errors thing, which I thought was quite cool.
Mm-hmm.
Where it was like it was
5 different cities as well.
Yeah, which looked quite interesting, and they did show quite a bit of like I say quite a bit. They showed like clips of the combat and stuff, which looked like Yakuza-y, but maybe a bit more like cinematic. Looked like the camera was a bit more zoomed in, a bit more behind the shoulder. Things were hitting with a bit more of a thud. So that looked very cool, and they also did announce that is Game Pass as well. And they also announced that was going to have its own kind of Xbox branded presentation that they are doing at some point. Did they announce a month? I can't remember.
May 6th at 4 p.m. Pacific time. Or 12 a.m. British Standard Time on the British Summer Time, I should say, May 7th at 12 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. And then the last one, which I thought was cool that they showed, was the Eternal Life of Goldman, which, again, I've been harping on every time. This has been at every show for the last 5 years, it feels like. And every time they show it, it looks good. It looked good again. This time they showed it. They showed quite a lot of the maps and stuff like that. And again, this was also announced to Game Pass, which is cool, but still no date. But
there's a demo.
I feel pretty confident that is probably
on consoles as well, because I played the demo.
Yeah.
Because after I played the demo on Steam, I was like, "Oh, this is really good. I gotta go pick this up at Fantasy Credit." So that demo and that being Game Pass is pretty cool as well. So that's probably highlights for me. What about you, Davey? Was there anything else you liked the look of?
Yeah, so obviously a lot of the games you've said, I'm also in the same, like, really looking forward to. Hunter the Reckoning from the team that did RoboCop. Looks quite interesting.
Oh, is that the RoboCop team?
Yeah, so we know that Nacon.
I didn't realise that.
But yeah, it's the RoboCop devs, so that's quite interesting. And it's set in the Vampire Masquerade world, I think.
Right.
Whatever that means. But I think it looked quite good. I love a bit of Serious Sam. It's a shame that it's a roguelike, but if it's on Game Pass, I'll try it. I don't think it was announced for Game Pass, but we'll try it. Super Meat Boy 3D out tomorrow. That is on Game Pass. I am going to try that. Looks pretty fun. The reviews are out. I think it's like high 7s, low 8s, which is fine for that type of game. And then, obviously, Dispatch finally coming to Xbox. And being an Xbox Play Anywhere title, so I'm somewhat tempted to pick that up and play that in bed. That might be fun. You guys talk quite highly of it, and it's very much like Invincible, so that's cool. And there was one more, which was the one, and I quite like the look of Artificial Detective. I think it looked like an interesting concept, like the dystopian robot-y world, like some of like half robot, half like bio thing. It had like a deer going on. I like the vibe. Like I'd want to see more. Obviously, that's another 2027 game. So I'd like to see more.
A lot of 2027 here.
Yeah, I think considering, like Craig said, there's been so many of these little indie shows, and a lot of this stuff wasn't in those shows. So I think they're just showing stuff that's coming, like that hasn't already been shown really. And I think there was enough 2026. I think it's the most important thing is obviously the Game Passiness of it, right? So when they're showing like that Musa game for next year, but it's on Game Pass, you're like, okay, fine. But yeah, like Alien Deathstorm and Another One was on Game Pass. But yeah, I thought it was okay. And I thought there was some stuff that I definitely want to play. Nothing that was, other than the Expanse game, nothing really blew my dick off, Craigo. But that Expanse game really did surprise. Cause I think we saw it once before, didn't we? Was it the Keeleys, Pengi?
Yeah, it was one of those.
Yeah, and I think we were all like, oh, okay, it's not a bit different for the studio, but yeah, this was a really, really good trailer. So that for me, I know it's next year, but for me, that's really high on the I'm interested list. But what about you, Pengi?
You've pretty much covered all the good games stuff. The only other one that piqued my interest is that you haven't spoke to is Forever Ago, the Annapurna game. Yeah. Apparently it was announced ages and ages ago, and it's like the re-announced trailer of it. But I can't remember seeing this game ever before, and I remember most of Annapurna's stuff and upcoming. And it is a Game Pass title that's coming.
And it's Xbox Play Anywhere, Pengi, so you can play it on your PC.
Yeah. So
it's just the old man in the
Volkswagen cam.
Yeah. Oh, this looks pretty cool actually.
Yeah.
It's gonna make you all cry though, innit?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Pengi will be sobbing in tears.
He will be. Into his Senna and Kagura mouse mat.
Yeah. But that's about it really. All the Game Pass stuff, pretty interesting. Some of them are not going to play like that vaunted game, whatever it's called. That doesn't look my cup of tea, but most of the Game Pass ones I will, try at least.
Yeah, and I like Hades isn't for us, right? But like it's cool for people that want to play it. It's on Game Pass, it's on Xbox Play Anywhere, and all that jazz. But I know it's not really anything for us. But
well, until we get this big Pengi playthrough on the Switch 2, Dave.
Yep.
Oh, did you buy that on Switch 2?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I got the physical, yeah.
Oh, Pengi. I love it.
Yeah. So that's what Xbox did announce. But then, not only that, they've got to announce when they're doing their Summer Game Fest, but not Summer Game Fest because they have their own thing. But it's still everyone goes the same time as they've always done, even though you can go any time of the year now. The Xbox Showcase is going to be on the 7th of June, followed by a Gears E-Day Direct. And FanFest is also coming back this year in LA. Unless Dave's going, I don't think any of us are going to the FanFest. But yeah, this is the second show, I guess we know, because we know Keeleys. I think the Keeleys is on the 5th of June. So I think that's like the Friday night, and this must be like the Saturday or the Sunday sort of thing. So we know 2 shows around that time, Craig.
It's still E3 to me, god damn it.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, that's what I said. Oh, if at E3, but E3 isn't actually a thing anymore. But everyone still has because Nintendo's much rumored to be having their next proper direct rumored to be in June as well. Even though E3 is gone. No, it's a Saturday. So I think Keely's on the Thursday on the 5th, and I think Saturday for Xbox on the 7th. But yeah, I think that's just the 2 so far that we know about. Dave, any thoughts?
Yeah, I think it's quite interesting. And I said they've not told us a whole lot other than there'll be a big showing of Gears of War E-Day, and that they've re-emphasised in Xbox Y that it's coming this year. So I'm looking forward to that. Obviously, me and Craig big on the Gears of War, aren't we, Craigo? So very excited to get some more details about that. And they've kind of shown all their other games earlier in the year, right? So it's nice that this one, of the stuff we know about, it's nice for this to get its own showcase. I believe, I'm trying to think, Craig, what did they do the Outer Worlds last year? And it was Starfield maybe the year before that.
Yeah, something like that. Or did they do it? I feel they might have done Indiana Jones.
They might have done Indiana Jones, yeah, I'm not sure.
I think it was Indie. But yeah, these summer Xbox showcases has been consistently good for quite a few years now, haven't they? So it is cool to have something to look forward to from them. They have been nailing that sort of thing. Like I said, they've a good cadence between that and the developer _ directs. They've been for all the criticism that you can quite happily give at Xbox, and I'm sure I could give quite a bit myself, the showcase wise for those the main ones have been very good, and it's cool to see Gears because we've basically not really seen any of that. We've saw that one CGI trailer. Obviously, they weren't at the developer _ direct at the start of the year. So like I said, this is going to be like almost essentially the first we've seen of this game. For something that is coming out this year, so I think that is quite exciting to get a proper, good, meaty look at. And I imagine it would be the normal kind of high production value where they're at the studio, they're talking to the people, you can see around the coalition, and actually, yeah, I'm sure that'd be very exciting to see.
Absolutely, Craig. And it's the last of the big 4 that we need to properly hear about, right? So obviously we had a preview of Halo campaign Evolved not that long ago.
Yep.
Having seen Forza and Fable, Gears is the last of the famous Xbox Big 4. It's fair to say. So, if we get all of those this year, that sounds like a pretty fun year for me at least. So, looking forward to it. But yeah, any thoughts at all, Pengi, or do you want to move on to the next part of the show?
We can move on to the next part of the show.
Excellent. So, that's what's coming in the far, far future, Craigo. But we want to know what's coming out in April. So let's get to our April topic of the show. April games with Craig. Tots.
Absolutely. We're back on our trusty Game Informer list for April. And we will start, boys, on April the 2nd, which I believe is Thursday, with Darwin Paradox coming out to absolutely everything. We've all dabbled in the demo. I think you two have finished. I don't think I actually did ever go back and finish it. And that is now coming out. We've had reviews. It's I think a 76 at the moment, so I think it's kind of what you would almost expect for this sort of game. Davey, you enjoyed the demo quite a bit. I think it's £20. Yeah. Are you going to take a punt on Thursday?
Yeah, I may not on Thursday. I'll be honest. I've got some other stuff to play, which we'll talk about when we get to what we've been buying and playing. But yeah, it's one that I've got, as you love, Craig, I've got wishlisted. So it's definitely something I want to pick up. Like I said, $19.99 is already pretty cheap. So if that even has like a 10-20% sale at any point soon, like, yeah, that sounds fun. But what about you, Pengi?
Yeah, I thought it was okay from the demo. I thought this is because I think you picked up in fantasy. I was like, oh, this is a mid-70s game, and it is a mid-70s. I think it's one either a sale or on a service. I think it will get a look at, but I don't think I'm going to rush out on the 2nd to go buy it for £20.
What about you, Craig?
No, I'm kind of the same. Like, I liked the demo quite a bit. I never actually went back and finished it. But it is one I could maybe see me picking up kind of when I've got a little gap or something for I can't imagine the game's particularly long, right? It's probably about 3 or 4 hours, I would have thought.
Yeah.
I haven't actually watched any of these reviews or read any of these reviews as of yet. And just see me having a bit of fun with it for in a little gap that's, when I'm between bigger games. I don't think £20 is too bad, in all honesty, for that sort of thing.
Not in 2026, it's not, Craig. It's not bad at all.
No, absolutely. After that, we'll jump to April 7th. Starfield is coming to PlayStation 5.
It is.
Mm-hmm. That also is that when the DLC's coming.
It is.
DLC.
Yeah.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, which I believe we all own because we got the Prime editions, right?
Yeah.
I believe so, yeah. So, yeah, obviously we've all played this on Xbox. I can't imagine we're all going to rush out and buy it again on PlayStation, but potentially jumping back in for some DLC.
It is installed on my claw, ready to play some more DLC, Craig. I'm looking forward to it.
Excellent. Absolutely. And then the next day, on April 8th, Pokemon Champions comes to Switch. You boys are going to have to help me here. Is this the mobile one, or is this
it's the free-to-play...
It's on mobile.
Yeah.
On Switch, and there's the Switch 2 version coming on launched as well.
Okay. What is this, the, Pokemon Stadium sort of thing?
Yeah,
exactly that.
Right, okay. Obviously, Davey, you're a big Pokemon guy. Are you going to be downloading this? Is this free to play? Is this buy?
It's free to play. I'm very confused and concerned by the free to play model of it, because it's really unclear if you can play it with just Pokemon that you've got from home, or you're going to need a subscription for one or either of those services to get the most out of it. And it's like, we'll see. Like, I'm not good enough at Pokemon to sit and spend money on playing it just like online battling endlessly. Like, it's not really that type of game for me, but I'll check it out. It's free, but I can't see it sticking for me personally, Craig Dog.
Is this the one where you can like upload your Pokemon from the other games and then that becomes your team?
To be, but there's like subscription models for this and the app you use to do that. So I like I said, I want to look at it and see before I commit to saying if I'll play it. But
well,
it's
I asked Luke
shady.
Luke does Pokemon, and then with Bank or Home, I don't know which one it actually is now, because one was the 3DS one, and then got banned, and then
It's
other
home
one
now,
is
Pengi.
now.
It's home.
It's home now.
Yeah.
I think it's free for one box, and
Which
if
is
you have
30,
more than one
yeah.
box, you have to like subscribe to Pokemon Home. So you could have all 1,000 Pokemon, but obviously you would have to pay subscription. If you only got 30 Pokemon, you don't have to pay for thing. And then I don't know if you have to pay so you can transfer your Pokemon to Champions. You're going to have an active subscription on Champions, or you can do that for free. And there's like battle passes, and there's like you can like train your Pokemon and stuff, and like I think you can give them moves. So I guess you transferred your Blastoise, Craig, but that your Blastoise for some reason doesn't know Water Gun, and you want to teach it Water Gun. I think you can pay to do it that or something. But yeah, until it's actually out, but it is replacing like at the Pokemon World Championship, like the video game is now going to be Pokemon Champions, where they would have played Scarlet and Violet. Now it will be Pokemon Champions, and that's ongoing. So when Winds and Waves comes out, I don't think they're going to be playing Winds and Waves at the Pokemon World Championships. They'll be playing Pokemon Champions as champions going forward. I think that's the one thing I think there's going to be a meta and something like Garchomp. I think he was Garchomp as like one of the better Pokemons, like Black and White or something. Garchomp is like the best Pokemon. Everyone's got a Garchomp on their team. So I think if you're playing online with randos and people that know which 6 Pokemon they need and moves and stuff like that, I think it could be boring. But if me and Dave have a battle with or something, that could be, could be fine.
I'll
You
kill you, Pengi. You don't even know. I'm setting up Sunny Day before you even thought.
Yeah. So.
But yeah.
It does all sound very mobile gamey, doesn't it? And if there is an audience that you can milk the living daylights out of it is Pokemon freaks, isn't it? I am already in my head thinking about poor Deirdre and how much money he is going to get milked out of it.
I'm already looking forward to record profits for Nintendo this year. It's going to be great.
Yeah. That could be spenny for a lot of people, I feel, quite quickly.
Yeah, but the thing is, if he's already got the 6 Pokemon he wants.
If he's already addicted to heroin, Craig, why would he buy more heroin? I think that's what Pengi's trying to say.
Yeah. You're trying to reason with unreasonable people here, Pengi.
Yeah, but like, why have you trained your, Vaporeon to now do so and so and so and so? Why didn't you just use your Vaporeon?
I love that you've used Blastoise and Vaporeon as your 2 go-tos, Pengi. You are such a boomer. You're a Gen 1er. Doesn't know anything after. He's like, what's a dark Raticate? Ooh.
Yeah. We get past like Gen 2, or we get very confusing.
Moving on from the madness of Pokemon, we will jump to April 14th now, and coming out, and there's a Game Pass game as well. We have Replaced, which I know Pengi played the demo of and was very fond of, right, Pengi?
I was very fond of the demo of Replace. Is one I'm very much looking forward to playing on the PC, because it is on Game Pass.
It is indeed. It's one that I didn't take in the old fantasy cricket in the draft because I didn't quite believe, and then there was a few previews around when that demo dropped, and those previews were very, very, very positive, and I was like, ooh, okay, big boy, let's get you on fantasy. Yeah, my only concern with this is like, I thought from the first year this is just gonna be a little like 2D action platformer that sticks around for a couple of hours and then leaves you alone. My only concern is it going to be a little bit too ambitious, because I've heard of like RPG elements, side stuff, and city hubs, and all that sort of jazz. But again, from the people who've like played the previews, and you know, the Pengi said from the demo, you'd be very high on it. So
yeah, the demo is pretty linear. You're not doing any side stuff or something. It's just you dropped into one bit, you meet some guy at the end. That's the demo bit. And you're doing some basic puzzles when you do all the flashy, almost Batman Arkham style combat, but in 2D with like cool finishes, like blowing people's heads off and stuff like that.
yeah, it looks really cool. Obviously, it's got that incredible art style, isn't it? It's a game that's been in development for about 700 years, I think, at this point.
Yeah.
I know. I think this was one that was kind of delayed because of Ukraine and all that jazz,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's going to come a couple of years ago, and then obviously all that shenanigans kicked off. But yeah, it does look very good. I can see that there's a few Game Passy stuff where I can see me kind of getting my subscription back, and this being one of the ones that I want to play, because like I said, it does look fantastic. I imagine for Dave it is just indie slop.
Yeah, I blacked out.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Have you seen Replaced?
Yeah, it's
I
a
thought
16-bit, like 2D HD cyberpunk looking thing, right? Is that what that one is?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it's-
that one. Yeah.
It's
Well, that could be the last night that looks the same.
yeah.
as well.
It's just one of those.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
one of those types of game, and I don't get enough time to play like the bigger games I want to play to then sit there and justify this, however good it may be. It's like I look at something like Toffee Talk, and I'm like, when am I going to get time to sit and play a game like this? It kind of has that vibe. Like, I'm sure it'll be good, but there's so many games that I haven't played that I feel like I'm doing myself a disservice by playing just some random little 2D like game that I won't enjoy. That's what you two are for. That's why you're on the podcast.
Yeah.
You want to ask me
Craig,
about
before
sports? Go on.
I was going to say, Craig, before you move on, it's not on their list, so I'm pretty disappointed in Game Informer. It's only on PC at launch, so it's going to disappoint you, Craig. But that Samsung game comes out on the 8th.
Oh yeah, that comes out that fast. I have not heard anyone or seen other than like I guess at that Future Game Show. I didn't even realise that was coming out. I guess because it's PC only.
This is what PC Pengals is for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a strange choice for that to be PC only, because you feel like that's a game that probably would resonate with consoles, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't
so-
look like, extremely PC. Like Crimson Desert looks like a PC game, even
Yeah.
though it's a big open world RPG and stuff like, or Kingdom Come Deliverance and stuff like this. It just looks like, it's a bit of like a GTA getaway type game, and I know a couple of people are actually quite excited for it, but they're like, it's only on PC. I hope for a console port, but that it does come out of the 8th, so I'm keen for that. I have it wish listed, Craig.
Well done, you, Pengi. Well
Yeah.
done, you. Maybe you should buy it and do a review.
I might. It depends how much it is. I don't know, because obviously you don't have a price when it's just up there to wish list.
I thought there's still no price if it's only like a week and a half away at this point.
Yeah. It could be £5. It could be £50. All I can't tell you.
That's very odd. But anyway, moving on to actually, I think we're staying the same day. Where was I to? No, yeah, we are moving on to
16th.
April 16th. We will move to. We have Aerobound Shadow Legacy. Where have I heard of that? Is that some rubbish stealth game?
It is a stealth game, yes. Yeah, it is a stealth game.
I thought that was already out.
No, I think you're thinking of a different one, but
They
this
all
is
look
a
the
stealth
same,
game.
Craigo. They all look the same.
They do, don't they?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, none of us have
I
any
think-
interest, but just reading that name, like, maybe almost have deja vu. I swear we've done these games
Yeah,
of.
actually, I think it might be the one that you're thinking of. But I'm sure there was another one that I like because I'm sure I was offered a key for one on Get Key Mailer that looked like this, and it wasn't called this. But yeah, they do look pretty much the same.
Although now that I'm watching a trailer for this, I'm like, have I ever seen this video game in my life? I don't know.
I think you're thinking of Steel Seed. I think Steel Seed is the one I was offered the code for. That looks very similar. It's like a female cyberpunky character. Yeah, Steel Seed's the one that I was thinking of.
This is why
Right, okay.
This is why I don't screw with indie games, Greg.
And then, on the same day, though, one which is probably more interest to all of us is Mouse PI for Hire, Davey, which I know you have on Fantasy and that you
Yes.
like the look of, I think.
Yeah, it's funny because I saw there's another game that's like this but in color that's like just been announced. Like they've taken the like Cuphead art style. Yeah, I'm like low-key quite excited for this one. It's got a much bigger release than I thought it was gonna get. Like it's got a physical edition, at least on Switch 2, because that's the only thing I care about. I haven't seen if it's on it and everything else. It's started getting previewed. I think it's gonna be another one of those like mid to high sevens games, if I'm honest. But I think I think it's a real Craig game. Like it's kind of got like doomy elements to it, which I think it's a Craig game. But yeah, I think this looks really interesting. It's different, right? Which is cool. But what about you, Pengi?
Yeah, I'm not really that fussed about this at all, to be honest. Even with Troy Baker in it, I'm not that bothered.
Craigo?
I think this looks really cool. It's also one of those games where I think when it was first announced and shown way back when, you were like, oh, it's a cool art style. And it probably won't have much more to it than that cool art style. And then every time they show it, you're like, oh, that's quite a cool little feature. And then there's, like they say, there's actually, voice acting, and it seems like I think there's going to be a lot more to it than just this flashy art style.
Yeah,
which
I
is
think so.
quite exciting and quite cool. So it's definitely one that's on my radar. So it isn't a busy period around now, especially with like Replace coming and that being on Game Pass around the same sort of time. But it's definitely one that I like very much got my eye on. Would want to maybe see a couple of reviews for, and if the reviews are good, then one I'd want to pick up this year because I think it's going to surprise people. And I think I don't know. I can see this being in the 8s.
I hope so.
Davey, I
really hope so.
I think this might get you some points actually. For the old fantasy critic. On the same day, Opus Prism Peak comes out, Pengi, which you have on Fantasy, and I have no idea what the hell this crap is. Is it a visual novel?
It is a visual novel, yes.
Right.
Yeah, so the Opus is it's like one dev is like make something. It's like a series that are semi-connected, and they've made a few, and they've done them in different genres. I played the last one, which is called like Echoes of Star Song, or something that was like really highly regarded on PC, like very well reviewed. And they've gone up higher since then. And then it came to Switch One, and it was reviewed pretty well on Switch One. That's where I played it, and I did quite like that a lot. And then that was like a couple of years ago, and they've come back with this one, which is like a visual novel now. Different genre. They always seem to do different genre as well, and stuff like similar art style. And I do have it on Fantasy, and one that I'm interested in. Obviously, it's a Nintendo console exclusive at launch, so it is on PC. But obviously that might help it a bit being a Nintendo console exclusive is sort of thing. But yeah, where I mostly play it will be on the PC, unless it's like really cheaper or something on the eShop, which I can't imagine. I can see it be mostly more expensive on the eShop than Steam. So yeah, but it's one I'm interested in, and neither of you will be because it's a visual novel. Unless it's like the greatest visual novel ever or something, but I don't see it being that.
No, we'll wait and see whether it wins that accolade.
Yeah.
But on the same day, we do also have Tomodachi Life Living the Dream coming out on the old Switch, and I guess the Switch 2. On April 16th. This is the one where you like make people and they're like on an island and they like do stuff, right?
Yeah.
Is that one? Yeah, this very I can't imagine it's for any of us right, boys, but it is very strange.
Yeah.
Have you played the demo, Dave? Has your Mr. Nintendo?
No, it's not really for me. It's not my
I
type of
thought you
game.
would have played it just for the
No,
content and telling it.
no, God no. I mean, I remember the first one being quite popular. But yeah, it's a streamer or like young child, like that type of thing. It's not one for me. Craig, are you going to jump in?
No, check some trophies on there. The Pengi could be there.
Well, yeah, that's what. If it was a PlayStation exclusive with trophies, then it's a different conversation, right? But
Well, yeah. But unfortunately, it is neither of those things, so it is dead to Chris Bengelli. But
I'm not.
what isn't dead?
I think the demo you can make 2 Miis. I think you make your own Mii in 2 Miis. So.
It's still weird to me that they're called Mii's. But anyway, on to April 17th, we have Pragmata, which is Capcom's 3rd game of the year, right?
Yep.
I
Yeah,
know Pengi has enjoyed both that he's played so far, so I imagine he is very excited for Pragmata coming on April 17th.
I am very excited for Pragmata coming April 17th. I have it pre-ordered. I am raring to go. I played the demo. The demo is great, and so yeah. And it is. Me and Dave were talking about it like pre-show. It's weird, like to say it's a budget title, but its RRP is like 45, and it's like 41.99 on Amazon and stuff like that. But like compared to Resident Evil, which was 65, and Monster Hunter, which I think is 55, obviously is cheaper than both of them. Might because it's a new IP, might because it's short, which I'm actually quite hoping it is. From the demo, I thought this is cool, but I don't want this being a bit like Resident Evil Requiem or something. Like, I don't want this being a 35-hour experience. If it's a good 10-hour sort of, cool single-player game like that, neat concept with the hacking and stuff like that, I'd be very happy with that.
And is this going to be like the big moment for the PC for you?
No, I got it pre-ordered on PlayStation.
Okay.
Because I kind of told you why. I'm hoping it's like a 10-hour game, Craig. 10-hour game.
So you can sell it?
Buy a physical, one and done, get it sold.
Okay. I thought this could have been this big shining moment for the old spaceship.
So far on this list, we have played Replaced and we've played Opus Prism Peak on PC, Craig.
Okay. What about you, Davey? How are you excited for Pragmata? I know you like the demo.
yeah, I'm really excited for Pragmata, Craig. It's again in the same as I've just said for some other games. Probably won't be a day oneer, just because there's so much to play. But I definitely will get it. I'm not sure what it will be on. It will be whatever I can get a deal on. So it'll either be on PC to play on the Claw or on the Switch 2, because I've played it on both and it runs great on both.
Claw.
Yeah, I mean the Claw. If I'm gonna get it digitally, obviously that's the better option because I can go on like loaded.com and get it. I think right now we said it was like 35 quid when it Pengi.
Yeah.
But it's only 41 on Amazon to get on Switch 2. So again, I might get it on launch day, Craig. It's you know what it's like when I get paid tomorrow. So once I've paid all my bills and I've had a small anxiety attack about the cost of fuel. 88 quid today, by the way, Craig, to fill my car up. But yeah, then I'll probably get it. But I know you quite liked what you played as well, right? So you gonna jump in on yet more Capcom goodness?
Potentially, yeah. If I've finished Last of Us Part 2 by then it's something that I'd potentially be quite excited for.
Get it on Xbox, PlayStation, something like that?
Normally wherever it's cheapest between Xbox and PlayStation, I'd imagine. From the old Amazon goodness, right?
Oh, yeah.
Jumping to...
I was also going to say on Pragmata, I feel that's the first game this year all three of us are going to play, and it could make our top 10 at the end of the year, because I could see it all three of us playing it. It could be like the lower down, we're putting it at like 8th or 9th or something, but it's one where you think, we've all played that, and we all quite like Pragmata.
Yeah, I think the demo was promising.
Resident Evil.
I'm not going to play
Dave's not playing Resident Evil. You're not going to play Monster Hunter Stories, Craig. Well, you might, but it's a JRPG. It's something. I think Dave's slightly more likely.
You say that Craig's a different man on Switch too. I was saying to Chloe, we pulled up his profile, and I was like, Craig's average hours per game is like pretty hefty across the Switch too. It's slowly gone about its business in Craig's life, to be honest with you. So you never know. You never know, Craigo.
Yeah, it depends if I like that demo, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was the
check.
Monster Hunter Stories demo is funny. I thought it was okay, but did you play the second one, Pengi?
Yeah, I played.
You played all of them. I don't know. I just didn't. There was something about it I just didn't like.
I haven't played much of the first one. The second one
I like the
came
first one.
not that long after Rise, I
Yeah.
believe, and it was during the 2 years of Switch.
Yeah, because the first one was a
sort of
3DS game, wasn't it, originally?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. But yeah, anyway, sorry, Craig. Carry
on. To April the 21st, we have Vampire Crawlers coming, boys.
Oh, yeah.
This is coming to Game Pass as well. I don't know how much it is, because I know their last game was wasn't it like 50p or something stupid like that?
£3 on console.
Yeah.
Oh, is it the DLCs were 50p or something?
Yeah.
Thanks, I don't know. Obviously, I can't imagine it's one for any of us, but I do have it on Fantasy, boys, and I do wonder if there could be some points, Some points there.
I will play it on Game Pass. I've played 37 hours of Vampire Survivors, Gregor.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like one of those weird games that I forget when we do our what games you playing, and you just play little runs. It's really stupidly fun. So I'll try Vampire Crawlers. It looks a bit more interactive, shall we say, than Survivors, but it is perfect Game Pass handheld fodder. So I'll definitely give it a go. But yeah, Survivors is real good. It's real addictive, Craigo.
There is no price up on Steam for it, but it does, like you said, 25th April, and there is a demo if you want to try it. No, only $9.99. They've I don't know if that's $9.99.
It's about £8 if it is. So
yeah.
That'll make a lot of money.
They did a post on the 19th with the
nice.
Price in it,
nice.
But that's not
And then on to the 22nd of April, we have Tides of Tomorrow is coming out, apparently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This is the weird one from the Road 96 people, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought... I always talk shit about it every time we look at it, I think. I think it's that one, right?
Yeah. Pengi, I feel like you're the most likely to try this if any of us are.
Yeah, I want to see how it sort of reviews and stuff. It's not very expensive. It's like 25 quid physical on the PS5 and stuff like that. I've seen it for 22 on PC, and it's up on CD keys, but not up to buy. You can notify it and stuff like that. So I could see me possibly getting it. And to be honest, I totally forgot it was coming out this month because I made a list elsewhere of different games and that. It's not on the list, but yeah, it's one. And again, it could be one I actually get on PC if it's I found it for 18, 20 quid or something. I'll just buy it and play it on there sort of thing. Cause especially with all the different runs you could possibly do and stuff. It depends how good the story is. It could be a one and doneer if the story wasn't very good or something.
Yeah, if there's something we know about Chris Pengelly, multiple runs ain't in his vocabulary, are they?
You say that until we get
dispatched.
to April 30th.
Yeah, well, we'll see on that one. Anyway, April 23rd, boys.
Yeah.
We have, I didn't even realise this had a date. We have Kiln is coming out from Double Fine. This is obviously the mystery game at the developer _ direct early in the year. And then this is coming to everything. It's Game Pass, obviously. Davey, you gonna try some Kiln, some pottery, brawler, MOBA thingy?
Yeah, me and you are going to absolutely do a night of playing Kiln, Craigo. So get ready for it. And Pengi's obviously invited if he wants to join us with his PC. I imagine your PC will be able to run this, Pengi, so it'd be fine. It's one of those things, right? I love Double Fine, and I never want them to go away. So if that means I've got to spend a night trying their silly little pottery game that will probably be stupid but fun, then I will, Craigo. But yeah, I think, again, Game Pass fodder, some may say, perfect for what I want out of something like that. But what about you boys?
I'm looking forward to Pengi getting annoyed because we've made ours look like penises.
Oh yeah, no, we'll both be a tit each.
And Pengi was like, can we not just be serious? 1 minute!
Pengi's already googled optimal pot.
The matter.
6 handles.
Yeah. Because if you make a small pot, you're quicker.
There you go,
You can obviously have less liquid. If you make a big pot, you carry more liquid, but you're slower.
I'm looking forward
So,
to your
yeah.
pro career, Pengi, being a pro kiln player
Yeah.
on Twitch.
Yeah.
This is where you
Twitch.tv
take off,
/
Pengi.
Masterdass, by the way.
Yeah.
Right, I've got you some views, Pengi.
This is your big opportunity, mate.
Yeah.
Moving on to April 28th. Let's go for. We have Aphelion.
What? You've missed Moomin Troll Winter's Warmth.
Yeah, I have no idea what that is.
Like, can you not remember like the Moomin game? Was it last year or the year before?
Craig doesn't
Pengi,
know what.
you
Craig
play
doesn't know what Moomin is.
600 video games a year. You think me and Dave are keeping up with this?
The Snufkin game. Snufkin. Remember it was called Snufkin, so you might have forgot. It's
Yeah, Craig, you might have forgot the obscure cartoon from the late 80s game that came out on the Switch a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
You forgot.
This is one of the 600 that Pengi talked and played about that year.
80s. I think it was earlier than that.
I'd be honest, my ex liked the Moomins, but I've never ever seen them. I have no idea. I know what they look like because she had a tattoo, but fuck knows.
The Moomins, I think the first, it was like 1945.
I've always been a Clangers man myself, Pengi, as you know.
Yeah.
I've googled it. Moomin cartoon. The cartoon TV series was 1990, so that'd be what was
was
watched.
it that late? I thought it was.
There was a book, I think. Again, I'm
Yeah.
an
Yeah,
adult
that's
man.
why I most really watched it in the 90s. Pretty sure in the 1969 TV series.
Japanese
but the
Dutch
1990
anime.
Yeah, it's really popular in Japan. They love it in Japan, sort of thing. But yeah, I played the Snufkin game last year or the year before. It was pretty good, and they're doing a new one. Same devs.
There you go, Craigo. Make a note.
And it's a Nintendo console exclusive, but it's also on PC, so, I'll be playing it on PC.
Right, talk about the boring fucking Don't Nod game, Craigo. Go on. One of the tags on the website is female lead.
Okay. Little art style going on.
Yes.
Okay, little indie game.
Comic.
Yeah.
Oh, it's this game. Oh, I hope this game gets like a 4 out of 10.
What? You don't like the Moomins?
I'm on about Aphelion. I hope the Moomins gets a 9 out of 10.
Thank you.
But anyway, yeah, back to Aphelion from Don't Nod, which you've seen little bits of here and there, and it's always looked pretty good to me, in all honesty. I believe this is Game Pass, right, Pengi? I think we've
Yes.
decided between us.
They announced it for Game Pass, I believe, at the show. Did they? Yes, I think so. I'm not sure, but it's definitely Game Pass.
Right, okay. But yeah, this has looked pretty good, and Don't Nod did have a little run where they're releasing some good stuff a little while ago. Pengi, so is this one that you can see yourself trying at some point?
Yeah, it's definitely one that I will be try on, Game Pass. Like Game Pass this April, actually, with Replace, Kiln, and Aphelion, it's actually a pretty decent month. There's no like banger per se. Well, Replace could
Hades
be, I
2
reckon.
was pretty big.
Yeah, and obviously Replace could be. We know what I mean. There's no like Starfield or something. But yeah, I think all these little smaller games combined makes it a really good month. I don't think it looks that good though. It looks like
I think it just looks kind of generic.
Deliverous Mars and Deliverous Moon and stuff like that, and neither of those were that good. And like the characters models look weird and stuff like that, but it's like it's on Game Pass. Let's give it a play, sort of thing. I'm not gonna go buy it for 35 quid on PS5, but it's on Game Pass.
Is it going to get higher or lower score than Moomin Trail, Pengi?
Lower.
You heard it here first, guys.
Because the thing is, Moomin get reviewed by like cozy game websites as
By
well.
Chris Pengelly on twitch.tv / Masterdass.
And they'll give it a good score, won't they? The Moomin, but yeah.
It's true.
But if Aphelion to get reviewed by like
Craig.
IGNs and Day One and stuff like that. Yeah.
I can't believe you've just thrown Day One in with IGN.
Like slightly bigger, less cozy websites. Yeah. Also, Craig missed Little Nightmares VR. We all know we're big Little Nightmares fans here.
You're the only
This is
VR one.
coming to PlayStation VR 2, apparently, so Pengi can get the dust off the VR 2 and get it back out again.
I don't have a VR2.
It's that dusty.
Well, It is on the Quest as well, Pengi, so you can get the Quest out and play it on the Quest.
I don't have a Quest to get out indeed.
But you do have a PC.
You do have a PC.
I don't have a PC headset. I don't have my Valve in.
Well, this is the opportunity. This is
Steam
gap in the
Frame's the
market
new
for you,
one.
then, Pengi.
Steam frame. I don't have a Steam frame.
You have to buy one of them, then, aren't you?
No, they're not out yet. But no,
Pre-order one.
no.
Okay. Don't then. Don't.
No.
Don't find happiness. Don't find joy, Pengi.
Especially the big.
Welcome to Any Mart, where the
be honest.
Oh, bloody hell. It's very shade now. Yes.
Yeah.
Christ.
But was Little Nightmares 3 very good? No. Do you want a VR version of Little Nightmares? For sure not, no. Thanks. There you go.
Christ.
Yeah.
He's coming for VR now, Dave.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on from Chris Pengelly trying to extinguish VR from the universe. On the 28th of April, we have Eve's memoir, Revelations in I butchered this.
Eve's memoir, Revelations in Celceta.
Yeah, that's not a word, is it? Celceta.
It's a place.
That's the place.
I swear that there's an Eve's game coming out every time you do one of these games of the month things.
This is another remake, well, remaster of Memories of Celceta,
Vita game,
which me and Pengi both played on Vita.
Yeah.
Right.
Not that we'll stop you there, Craig. Not that I like drawing attention to indie games because I hate them, as you know. Lunch Break Tactics. I played the demo during Steam Next Fest. Fun ass, like card game. Like it's really fun. It's kind of like Hearthstone, but like anime. But not anime. It's like Invincible style graphics. It's fun, but I think it's only coming to PC. So, but yeah, Eve's would be good. But
claw, then.
Pardon, Pengi?
Good job, you got the claw then.
I got a Claw and a Linux PC, Pengi. I'm covered.
I'm surprised Craig missed Diablo 4, Lord of Hatred.
And He-Man. You like He-Man, right, Craig?
Oh yeah, He-Man. I'm always going on about He-Man, aren't I?
You have the power.
Especially the dragon structure. That's my favourite part of He-Man.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it's a beat 'em up, isn't it? You like beat 'em ups?
Yeah, it's beat 'em up. But I was a little surprised you missed Lord of Hatred.
Craig has yet to play Vessel of Hatred.
Yeah.
Is that the one that came out last time, Craig?
Yeah, but you can now
get it.
You can now get it like bundled in for free with like Lord of Hatred in some sort of bundle and stuff like that. Yeah.
Are you planning on playing this, Pengi?
Which one? Diablo, He-Man?
Yeah, Diablo, I guess.
None of them.
Oh, okay. Did you think that maybe Craig knew that and thought we would just move on?
Yeah.
So we won't waste our time.
All for the content, Craig.
Yeah.
Talking about something that Craig probably knows that none of us are going to play?
Well, you might have played it. You might have
Right, okay, well, let's go back to Sudden Strike 5 is on April 21st. I also missed that.
Yeah.
Any of us going in
No,
for Sudden Strike 5?
I've actually not caught up. I've not been suddenly struck since like Sudden Strike 2. So when I've caught up, I'll probably get that.
What about Dragon is Dead on April 23rd, Dave?
I was worried you were going to bring up Dragon is Dead, so I watched a trailer a second ago, and it looks like the God of War 2D game. Like there's like 4 of them. They all look the same.
Oh no!
And it reminded me. Has anyone ever watched Come Fly With Me? You know the Little Britain thing, but they're in an airport. There's a joke on that where the guy goes, "Dog is dead" on like a sign. It's great. That's what I thought of when I saw it. I was like, "Ha, dog is dead." You'd love that show, Craig. There's a character based on you called Ian Foot. Google it afterwards.
Ian Foot. Sounds like good stuff. Yeah. Anyway, moving on to April 30th. Oh God, I can't even say this. In Kobeni, one store, many stories. It's just like
it was on an
thing where
Xbox show in Japan.
Yeah, you're running a store, right?
Yeah, this has been at two. This was at a State of Play and a Nintendo Direct.
Yeah. Pengi, you gonna run a store? You do it in real life. You do it in your spare time as well.
I possibly do have it. Wait for it. Wishlisted.
Good on you. Well
on
done.
Steam. Yeah, I did. I wishlisted it on Steam. There was a demo during Steam Next Fest, but I never actually got to the demo and stuff like that. But people that did, I think they quite liked it and stuff like that, and like the whole story aspect. And they're like, "Oh, it's one of these like sim run a store game." Like there's one just come out that's looked really good, and I have got that wish listed as well, called Rewind, where you're running like an old blockbuster and stuff like that.
What's really confusing is there's two of those games, Pengi, because me and Chloe have started watching Queso play them. I think Ray played one as well, Craigo, called Retro Rewind, and that's the one you want. Not Rewind 99. Yeah, they both came out 2 days apart. How crazy is that?
Yeah. That's what happened with the Forest Simulator game. Remember, I played the Forest Park Simulator, and two come out, and one was like a proper one, and one was like AI slot one.
It was. They both look pretty fun, actually. I tried the demo for Retro Rewind. Sorry, Craig. I completely derailed the show again,
but that doesn't have like a story. Well, I think this game coming out, one store many stories, actually does. So I think that's the difference.
Well, it's in the name, Pengi. That's the
but they somehow tied it in. So
would you be okay with it being many stories though, or would you just want one? Would you rather have many stores, one story?
No, many stories.
Okay, that's fair.
What if you had multiple stores?
Yeah, he could do that. He could do that as well. Maybe that's a sequel.
Yeah, maybe you franchise this out and you're like, you're running the franchises.
Yeah, could do.
Okay, let's make
You're now the regional manager.
Right. Yeah.
It's coming out on the Mac as well, so that's exciting.
Yeah, it's coming out on Mac.
Anyway, back to April 30th, we have Invincible Versus coming out, boys, which is the Invincible game, but this is the fighting thing, right?
Yeah.
Which fighting games are like a bit of a tear right now, right? But I don't know if anyone's particularly interested in this one, in all honesty, which is weird considering how like well received Invincible is at this point. But I don't think they've done a great job of showing this and announcing characters and all that sort of jazz. I can't imagine even Dave, who likes Invincible and fighting games, is particularly interested in this one.
No, I think my fighting days behind me. I've not pre-ordered a Flex Strike to get back into it, Pengi, as you know, but this is getting quite good previews. I watch a lot of fighting game creators, and they're like, "Yep, this game's fun," and it's a very fun show, right? So I'm sure it will do well, Craigo, but not for us. Not unless Pengi is getting back on the Flex Strike TM soon.
Yeah. Where is my Flex Strike?
Ask Herman Hulse, Pengi.
Yeah.
It's coming soon, Pengi. Don't you worry.
Yeah.
Oh no, they've closed it down. It's gone.
Yeah.
And then we have on the same day, this is just to the Switch apparently, Mullet Mad Jack, which I'm saying just because I like the name, to be honest with you.
It was already on Xbox, actually. It was an Xbox console exclusive, and now it's coming to Switch.
Okay, I see.
And it was actually quite positive. It's like a first-person shooter with all bright colours.
Oh yeah, this is a Craig game.
Yeah.
Watching the trailer right
now. You
like
bright colours, right?
Yeah.
It's like
he's got green mullet, the character.
Yeah, it's kind of like a first-person shooter version of what was the game that everyone liked on Vita, Pengi? That was top-down. They did two of them.
Hotline Miami.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's what I was thinking. I was watching it, looked like Hotline Miami vibes.
Hell yeah.
That sort of thing. And that's the month, boys. That's April.
Quite
a good.
Not to talk about the PlayStation exclusive.
Evie.
You're right. It's Winx Club. The magic is back.
Oh, I've caught Pengi there, and I'm pulling him in. Woo, he's struggling, but he's coming in. Oh, I love it. Pengi, talk to us about Saros. This is coming out on April 30th.
You made a joke earlier where Pengu doesn't like multiple runs, and then I said maybe there is something on here. Saros is something on here because obviously he's a rogue. Light? Not is it a light or light? I can never remember which one it's supposed to be, Dave. I think it's a rogue light. Yeah, they've had previews on that recently of it, and they've even said they want more people to play the game and finish the game and stuff like that. Was the problem?
Doesn't every dev want more people to play their games?
Yeah. But I think I say even they said they might more finish the game. I think that was most probably the thing with Returnal. People might, especially early PS5, it's exclusive on your PS5. You spent only 500 quid at the time on it.
Bargain.
Bargain. And they most probably were put off by the genre and stuff like that. But obviously, Saros, you can, tweak your settings, so you got to keep it balanced, but you can like change settings, and once you've done a biome, you unlock that biome, and you can skip to the next one, so you can get around. And this thing runs about 20 minutes, half an hour, instead of like 2 hours long, or whatever they were in Returnal. And obviously, in Returnal, the problem had at launch you couldn't save during runs or something. You actually had to do the runs. And stuff like that, but Saros, they've made smaller runs, auto save. You can make save, points and stuff like that. The combat is cool, and it's got the shields, a big sort of like gimmick. This time where like you can use all bullets and then fire it back, and it looks pretty cool. Like I've said, this could be like the Elden Ring was the Souls. This could be the Rogue to the roguelike genre. Saros.
Do we think it'll sell more than the 2 million that Returnal sold?
Yeah, well, there's more PS5, and I think it will.
And obviously, it's not coming to PC.
And that's not coming to PC.
Which is Returnal. Did okay on PC.
Yeah, I think this is what I was saying to you about Crimson, like Desert and like Kingdom. This actually weirdly looks like a PC game.
Yeah.
If that makes like.
The people I know that talk about Returnal played it on PC. I don't know anyone that's played it on console, including you.
Yeah. Yeah, I never played because of the genre, and it was like they did the previews and like, this is all what we've done. I'm like, okay, I've done my run. If I fail my run, I'm at the start of this biome. But if I've completed the run, I've done the ice biome. I've now unlocked the fire. I can jump right to the fire again, and I've keep my abilities, keep my weapons, and that's that all good stuff.
So I don't want to be too cynical, Craigo. So what do you think? Are you interested in this one at all?
What, of Saros?
Yeah.
Oh God, no, Dave.
Okay.
Oh God, no.
Not been pulled in by the Raoul Coley.
Oh Jesus Christ, no! I have zero interest.
It's going to review so well because it's got him in it, though, right?
Oh, I mean, they're how smart games always review well. And to be fair, the people like Deirdre in work swears by Returnal. He absolutely loves it, and he's into that sort of thing. So I'm sure for the people of its audience, they will absolutely love it. Although I do wonder, if Pengi's saying about you can just like almost, if you can just not make it into that by playing with the settings, is that going to put those people off maybe a little bit? I don't know, but
yeah, you've got to keep
the purists.
So I think from what they've shown, like, you take less damage could be like the thing, but I don't. You give less damage, but I know because that does make it 0, wouldn't it? I don't know. There's stuff you can do to balance this and stuff like that.
Because this is the same sort of audience that are like, Souls games shouldn't have difficulties. You should struggle. Right?
sounds eerily familiar.
Yeah. So yeah, I do wonder. But yeah, as for me, no, I couldn't care less.
Yeah.
What about you, Dave? Could you care less?
So Winx Club, the magic is back. Craigo, you remember those dolls that girls had when you were kids, and you pull them, and they would like fairies, and they'd fly up into the sky. Remember
God, I
those?
was really wondering where this was going. Right, okay.
So that's the sort of brand it's built on. If you were to guess what type of game this is, so I've just watched the trailer, what would you say?
Winx Club, the magic.
So I don't want you to Google it. I don't want you to look. So like I said, it's like fairy girls, like Barbies, but fairies.
It's a party game.
It is a twin stick co-op shooter, and it
Nice.
looks like a game from 2003. So nice. The PS5 Pro version will probably. I mean, I'm looking forward to Pengi's review of Pisser on Winx Club. The magic is back. Because that'll be. I mean, Digital Foundry will probably do a video, right? So
They might do.
As for Saros, no, not for me. No, we traditionally on this podcast don't like roguelikes, likes, or anything in between, right? So
Rogues in general, really.
Yeah, like again, Housemarque.
Rogue's like the best character in video game. I do like playing as a rogue.
Okay. Housemarque make good games, but I don't really like the two 3D games they've made. Right. So Alienation was okay. That's probably the last one I played that was all right. But I like give me Super Stardust and Resogun, and I'm back in. But yeah, it's not really for me. I'll be interested to see what Pengi says, because like I said, it seems a bit more mainstream than Returnal, which, like you said, is a much more Dark Soulsy type of crowd. But I'd be curious what our resident Pengles says now. Obviously, he's played a couple of those types of games. So, but yeah, not for me, Craigo. But we will see how
you can
does.
play Winx Club. The Magic is back as co-op, actually, though.
Yeah, it's a co-op twin stick shooter, Craigo. But unfortunately, it's either on Switch or PC for us.
Well, it's on PlayStation 5.
No, the power, it would be too much for this house.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
I think PlayStation 5 would blow up.
you know what I mean? Like, and that's a valuable commodity that can't.
Yeah,
be
they've got the health bars above the enemies. Some shields going on there.
Yeah, like, and you play guitar at the end of the trailer.
You're huge.
Yeah, this could be a bit of us, Dave. Whilst Pengi's playing his boring Saros game, he could be.
He's banging his head against a brick wall. We're doing the same, because it turns out
he's
Winx Club's actually
screaming,
difficult.
staring at the settings, going, "How can I turn this down without just making it a different video
He's
game?"
got accessibility mode on. He's not even holding the controller anymore.
It's not a roguelike anymore. It's playing itself at this point.
It's Pong.
Whilst he's doing that, we could be having some good fun, eh?
I'll wait for you to get codes and actually live stream it, Dave.
I'll email them now.
Yeah.
I want Switch codes, so I want it to look even better.
Yeah. Yes.
Right, well, that is actually the month, boys. That's over. It seems like a very good month, in fairness, April. A lot of good stuff coming out.
Yeah, it's weird, 'cause when I started doing the list for Genome, I was like, oh, this... And I first used, like, Amazon Game Collection, Shop 2, like, what's coming out physical. I was like, oh, it's 2 games this month, Pragmata and Saros. That's pretty good. Then I started deeping into, like, PSN and eShop and places here. I was like, there's actually quite a few cool indies and stuff that definitely interested in. And like I said, about 4 or 5 actually on Game Pass that I've got interest in, so...
Absolutely. Yeah, like I said, there's a few bits and pieces. Replace looks good. Aphelion looks good to me. Maybe Pragmata at some point. Darwin Paradox at some point. There's plenty there. Good month. What about you, Dave? Do you like the look of April?
Yeah, I think, again, much like I just had a quick skim at March as well, and I think there's just constantly games, right? I think that's the be-all and end-all, because I'm looking down, I'm going, Darwin's Paradox I'd love to play, but then it's like, well, the Starfield DLC's out 5 days later, and I already own Starfield, so I'll play that. And like you said, the day after Pokemon, I'll probably try that. And they've just put out all these other games that I've got to get to, and like bloody blah. And it's like, yeah, I'd love to sit here with a straight face and be like, I'm gonna have enough time to finish all these games. I don't have a Pengles calendar, so I can't control. I mean, I know that Pengi is buzzing that Pragmata is now a week earlier, so he can play Pragmata, then play Moomin Troll before he jumps deep into Winx Club. But yeah, I think it's a good month, Craigo. I think there's just way too much to play at the moment, in a good way.
Absolutely.
Right, is that bit done, Craigo?
Yeah.
I think so.
Right,
I don't think there's anything else coming out.
So I passed out for a moment. Let's move on to the last section of the show, of course, and that is the what you been buying, what you been playing. Chris Pengelly, take us away.
So played. Me and Craig finished Reanimal on PS5. Pretty good. It was over quicker than I thought, Craig. I thought we were gonna play that last time. We only played for like an hour, and it's over. I was expecting a little bit more, even though we were in chapter 7, and it said we had 55. We played 55% of the game. We still had half a game to go, and it seemed to go quite quick. But it was really good. For much better than Little Nightmares 3. There's DLC coming for Reanimal, but it's like the last part is like spring 2027, and it's 20 quid for the expansion pass. So that's like it's the same price as the actual game, sort of thing. So I don't think that's for us. But yeah, and, very much enjoyed playing this one, Craig.
Yeah, it's very, very good. In fairness to Reanimal, I really enjoyed it. For that little end section we did was a lot of fun. Yeah, it's. I almost feel like it maybe under reviewed a bit. I thought it was maybe a little bit better than the 80 or whatever it is it's on. But yeah, it's definitely one of the better of that sort of games. Interesting to see what they do next as well, right?
Well, yeah, well, I guess obviously DLC, but what they do after that? Do they do Reanimal 2 or try something different again or something?
Bright and colourful. They're gonna go bright and colourful now.
Yeah, because that's all Taizo's done is Little Nightmares, Little Nightmare 2, and Reanimal. Yeah. They definitely got a style.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So we played that on the PS5. Then also on PS5 is my one pickup this week, and that's Life is Strange Reunion, which I started yesterday. I've not played a huge amount because, like I said, they only started it. I've only got to control Chloe twice, mainly been playing as Max through the story. So far, it seems better than Double Exposure, but that's not high. Double Exposure was not not good, really. So I think, I'm surprised, like, Square have put, like, no marketing out for this game. People did know because Deirdre Newton, it was out in work, and he already pre-ordered it himself as well. So people did know it was out. I think the Life is Strange fans knew it's coming, but I don't know if like general public would have known it was out or not. And Square didn't also put out review codes until literally the day of release, so there's not very many reviews out. But the ones I have seen have been pretty positive, and the few like streams and bits and pieces I've seen, people have been liking it is well. So that is what I'm playing now, and that's my main game I'm playing now because over on Switch 2, I finished with just over 37 hours played Monster Hunter Stories 3 Twisted Reflection, which is from our friends over at Capcom, who keep putting out great games. So obviously we hope Prag and that it's going to be a great game. So I really enjoyed this one. Great JRPG. I really like the combat system. I don't get what people say and stuff like that of it. I just don't get it. I really like it. I did all the not all the side quests, but I did all the quests for all your companion characters. So Eleanor's, Ogden's, Cora's. I did all theirs to level up and stuff like that. I did a little bit of grinding. I think I finished on level 62. Finished the game on. Yeah, I really liked it, and it's like 37 hours sounds a lot, but for JRPG it's not that long, and it actually was like, pretty good length for that. Story's fine. It's standard for all bad nation, good nation. Let's go have a fight or something happens sort of thing. Yeah, but I like the art style and stuff. It's very cool. It is currently my game of the year sort of thing. Obviously, we're only in Q1 and at the end of Q1, but yeah, this is currently the front runner for me, and that is it. That's all I've played because I played quite a bit of Monster Hunter Stories 3 over my couple of days off to finish that. I think I was on like 20 hours and then suddenly went to 37, so you play quite a bit of it, but that is now finished. And that is it.
Nice, Pengi. Nice. Well, we'll do me before we get to Craig, because Craig's the most important person in this podcast. So what I've played, Switch 2 wise, more Pokemon Fire Red, which I am now in. I've just got to the Savari Zone, Pengi's Fuchsia City.
Right.
Still enjoying it. It's just Pokemon, it. No, you cannot say more than that. It's fun.
But you could be playing Monster Hunter Stories 3, which you collect monsters instead.
It wasn't £16, Pengi. That was its great crime.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was fun. And then the only other Switch 2 game has been Mario Kart World. I'm getting my shit pushed in, as per usual. Love it, though. I think I'm over 140 hours now. And I think Chloe on her account is more than 20. So it's a game we play. And obviously I've jumped in with you boys a few times. Just a fun-ass chill game after work, to be honest with you. That's what Mario Kart's for. And on Steam, I've been playing Yakuza Kiwami 2. I'm on chapter 6. I think so far this is my best. This is my favourite Yakuza so far. The story's really good. The 2 cities you go to are really fun. Characters are great. Combat system's good. It's got a really... they changed the leveling up system every time, Craigo. And obviously I played Kiwami 1 last year. I much prefer the way they've done it this year. It's much more balanced. You don't feel like you're way in front or way behind. I don't want to spoil it because obviously I know at some point you're going to play it. But yeah, really enjoying the game. Looks great on the claw. It's like all high settings, standard stuff. But yeah, very much enjoyed it. And then for my one purchase, I actually bought it today. I haven't played it yet. I picked up Crimson Desert, Craigo, on Xbox/PC. The only reason it's on that and not just Steam is it was way cheaper on Loaded to get it on Xbox Play Anywhere. So I paid £38 for it. I've watched quite a lot of stuff. It's been one of those, like, I wasn't that high on it pre-release, and then I've watched more and more streamers play it and watched some more reviews and updates, and I'm like, oh, I want to try this. This looks kind of like Breath of the Wildy, kind of fun. I haven't played a game like this in ages. And it was either that or The Witcher, and I was like, I've tried so many times The Witcher. I've played the first 15 hours like 8 times at this point. Like, I don't want to do it again. So yeah, picked up Crimson Desert. I haven't played it yet, but I'll tell you what I think next week. But I was like, it's a new game. As Pengi pointed out yesterday, I only buy sports games, so I needed to buy something. And that is it. Sports. Corrego, what have you been buying and playing this week?
As for me, I don't think I've bought anything this week. I can remember off the top of my head. No, I don't think I have. Obviously finished Brute Animal, just put with Pengi. And then I've been playing a bit more of ye old Hyrule Warriors. I'm on to chapter 5 now, boys. I'm out of chapter 4.
Huge.
Actually, I did have a little look. I think chapter 4 is the longest one by, like, it has the most main missions. Chapter 5, I think, only has 4. And chapter 6 only has 1 by the looks of it. So I think I'm very, very close to the end at this point.
Woo.
So that's exciting. That'll be another backlog game done once I get there. And I'm still going on The Last of Us Part 2. I'm still in Seattle. I've gone to the TV broadcast thing. I've done that bit now. I'm in a tunnel. Got to fight my way out a tunnel now, Dave.
Huge.
I think that's where I'm heading next to do. So I will no doubtly play a bit more of that tomorrow when I'm off. Give that another little blast. But I am very much enjoying what I've played so far of that. It's a bit, I guess, different to the first one. I did like the pace of it, and it felt like almost a bit of like an action movie, and like it kept like moving along, even though it was, I also did like the slowness of the, scavenging everything and trying to find everything. This seems like a lot more like open, bigger areas. Which is different, and it's cool in some ways, but I do sometimes miss the like more streamlined of the first one. But it does also give it some different like opportunities you can do, like when you're after you're at the TV station broadcast bit. There's a big open area, and there'll be times when you're just like wandering around scavenging, and suddenly like a patrol will like walk past, and like you'll just be like so like in your like own little zone, like I'm like tension, like that's actually pretty cool. That's a cool little moment. As you hear like just there's like the people on their patrol just chatting away. You're like, oh gosh, yeah, no, I've got to fight people, haven't I? This is what this game's all about. I've got to kill some peeps. So yeah, that is pretty cool. And then you can kind of like, because it's like open B, and I want to get the high ground, and then just from above, and I want to sneak around and do some silent stabby. You have those choices, don't you? But yeah, I'm very much enjoying what
clickers on them.
Yeah. Do anything. But yeah, I'm very much enjoying what I've played so far of that, and I think that is it for me.
Like, obviously, once you finish it, your thoughts and stuff. Like, I think I took like nearly 30 hours, and I like streamlined it, main point sort of thing. Obviously, with the open world bit, and you can go into different buildings and try to find safes and stuff like that. If this is like a 50-hour game for you or whatever, you know.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I've got a lot of the cards, and trying to get all the manuals so you can unlock the different like upgrade paths and getting the supplements so I can then do the oh yeah. Well, I'm balls deep in all that.
Wow.
Yeah. Is
Well, there
that
we
it,
go.
Craig? Just
That is it, yeah.
No.
Well, lovely. Well, that's the show. If you got this far, put in the comments below what April games you're excited for, and let us know if you'll be joining us for Winx Club. And until then, we'll see you next week.
Bye.